What's up, YouTube? It is me, Zilch. Welcome back to Hangar 079. We are going to go with, after last feeling pretty confident after the last mission where I sucked less. It's an iterative process, is it not? You learn a little bit here and there as you go, and eventually over time, you may not suck at all. I've got a long way to go, so we're going to continue with the excellent Wolfpack campaign for DCS P-47 with Mission 2. You can see where I failed Mission 2 spectacularly, and I was able to successfully complete it the second time. Was it to my standard? Did I fly horribly well? Did I outmaneuver and defeat my foe in combat? No, I did not, but I was able to successfully murder him in a dive. And, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The only good Nazi, they say, is no longer breathing. And even then they suck. Alright. Mission 3. What do we got? Withdrawal support, so a lot like last mission. Oh! Anyway, I got distracted. Going to Brunswick, we're going to keep the Jerry's away on the final leg, take off at 13:35, 10 minutes to regroup, head to the Rendezvous point over Bruges. Oh wait, I'll let the voice actor read that. Okay, so let's go. We are going to take off directly into the wind, it looks like. That's a good thing. White 4. Keyworth, Woodfire, Postgate. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it might be a shorter mission this time. Maybe we can get away without carrying a tank. Alright, let's see how we do. What's the field elevation? 2998. Okay. That's QNH, okay. I'm trying to whittle away at starting DCS in a completely unprofessional, game-like manner, inching steadily towards more and more realism, you know, step by step, as much as I can. You know, is something as special as DCS is that allows us to actually do that. We're really doing a disservice to, I would say, not only the developers who put in all that effort to put this stuff in here for us, but the history of it, like everybody involved with these aircraft, the pilots, yes, but the engineers, the designers, the maintainers, everybody involved, you know, who it's I've had a couple of different realizations, you know, like, oh, I just want to fly around and blow shit up. Yes, of course, we all want to do that. But if that's all we care about, we've got Ace Combat for that shit. We don't need DCS. This is something special, guys. So let's treat it as such. You know, you do you. I'm just giving you my fraction of a penny. So I'm trying to do things a little more with concessions for, you know. Sorry about the bumps on the mic. Just in my headset here. You know, real life. You know, there's sometimes you just can't do it right. There's just no time, and unlike the folks who do this stuff, yeah, maybe you work in the field, in which case you do this stuff full time, but the rest of us have to squeeze it in where we can. And yes, you can make a joke about squeezing it in if you'd like to. All right.
Good afternoon. We have another withdrawal support today. The big boys are going to Brunswick, and we're going to keep those Jerrys away on the final leg of their mission. Take off at 13:35 hours, allow 10 minutes to regroup, then head to the rendezvous point over Bruges. When the bombers are safe, we can drop down and shoot things up on the deck, following General Doolittle's doctrine. Now, I know we've done a lot of flying in March, and you men feel tired. Let me say this, though. Jerry is also tired, but he won't stop until we make him. The forts and the libs have been hammering relentlessly at Germany targets, and it's our job to keep them out of harm's way. Good hunting.
You mean the libs have been owning? Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna have to reverse that. Sorry, I got a binding that's backwards. I got a little K switch on my SciTech. Yeah, so that SciTech, so if you're a World War II sim guy, this right here is a beast. That's 4 levers, and if you're a HOTAS person and you've got a single axis HOTAS throttle, one thing I can suggest is there's a SciTech, or is it Logitech? I can't remember. Let me look at it here. Sorry, guys. It's like $60 on Amazon, a throttle quadrant. It's got 3. It's a no kidding quadrant. We're gonna flip this. This is gonna be that, and this is gonna be this. Oh wait, I forgot something. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna watch here. 15 seconds. It's got 3 levers about like this, and then 3 K switches on it. And I put that right in front of my throttle, and it's a huge help in the P-47. I got it in anticipation of the Mosquito. I'll be here, buddy. But it's for the P-47. Where's my guy? He's over there. All right, which way are we taxiing? Probably to the left. Bring this up to 1,000 RPM. Turn up my speaker volume here. May change the audio a little bit, guys. Yeah, it's been a huge help because now not only I've got my throttle, which is mine is a CH Products one, but then with the SciTech thing, you got 3 extra levers, and guess what you have in the P-47, right? I got one for the mixture, the prop, RPM, and the boost, which I'm gonna just latch that onto the throttle for now. But you got a lot more manual control. Like, there's a lot to be said for being able to reach your controls and detect and activate them by feel rather than having to look down. And when I got shot down on that mission 2 the first time, it's in large part because I lost my situational awareness because I was down here like messing with these. I was like, and while I was doing that, I assume that's when the Kerfers came up and got on my 6. And actually, I think he attacked me from right around here at about 4 o'clock. It's getting loud. Yeah, that's not real procedure. But, do these do anything? Ah, okay, gotcha. Normally I'd keep the canopy open until I was airborne in case I had to jump out, but shit be loud. Alright, we're getting up to 100. We got oil temps coming up to close to up temp. Pressure is a little high, but it'll fix itself. And then, alright, so, you know what, let's go ahead. It's at 100. I'm comfortable doing a run up now. Bump it up to 2,000 RPM. Drop. Little drop. Satisfied with that. Let's put this in manual. Decrease RPM. Increase. Flip it back up. Good to go. Leave this open for safety so I don't forget. Tail wheels unlocked. Radio on. Don't need disc. Be sure we lock that, otherwise the engine will pulsate while in flight, and you do not want that. You will not be able to fly in formation. What do we got down here? We got everything else set. Lights do not need. SS oil dilution on. Do not need right now. Gun sight. Let's dim that down just a smidge. Check, check, check. This is for your filter, but we're not going to worry about that because we're on a. Let's say it's clean grass that we're going to be driving through. Everything. Okay, got that open. Oil. Let's put that in neutral. Wait. These are backwards, guys. So the top lever goes to the bottom indicator, and vice versa. Let's put those in neutral. So I think my oil temp needs to raise up a little bit anyway. Alright, I think we are at satisfactory condition. Thumbs up. Oh, I turned labels on just because my monitor is my graphic settings, as you notice, I got to crank down a bit, so I'm going to make a concession there. I know it decreases realism, guys, but you know, another problem you just kind of can't get around unless you've got a really bitchin' VR set is perspective, like field of view, right?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I forgot this other yeah. Fuck.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
And be speedy about it, please.
Copy. Ground power is now off.
All right, let's get out of here. Right, so you're looking through this just by nature of looking at a screen. It's like you don't have the full field of view. You don't have the peripheral vision, and the way vision works. And one thing they do teach you in flight school, especially when you do night flying, which and I learned this only by reading ahead in the book, is that your peripheral vision is you have more visual acuity in the center of your field of view, which is why TVs and screens tend to be there. But it's less sensitive to motion, and it's also less sensitive to contrast. So that makes total sense. Like if you are, and you learn this in martial arts too. They call it the butcher's stare, where you kind of look away from your opponent a little bit. So you're looking like 10 to 45 degrees away from your opponent. You actually are you have more acuity, and not acuity, you're better able to detect motion. And that makes sense. Like if something's flying at you from outside your center of view, you want to be able to pick that up, and your eyes will automatically track to it. So you use your peripheral vision to detect moving things. And when you're looking through a monitor right in front of your face, you lose that effect. Excuse me. So that's one of the things for like a really big multiple monitor setup, widescreens and stuff like that. They really help a lot, as does I assume VR. They cover your whole field of view. That's a bigger deal than most people think, in the realm of flight sims or whatever. Also, when you're doing night flying, they say don't look directly at the thing you're looking at. Kind of look askew. That might have more to do with losing night vision, though. I can't remember. It's been a minute. Is what I get for not disconnecting my ground power. Any second now, guys. Don't worry about me. I'm just the player character. Just literally everything in this simulation depends on what I do. Don't worry about me. I'll just wait here. I'll wait here. We're good. We're good. What are you? All right. You know, I would just go, but you know what? I'm just gonna go. It's a grass field. I don't need to hold the center line on this one. Let's do a fun tandem takeoff, huh? Or a line abreast, or whatever you want to call it.
72, unable to clear for takeoff.
Lock that wheel. I'll have what he's having. Come on, you fat bitch. Ugh. I say that every time I take off. It's like, come on, you fat bitch. Just get off the ground. She does not like to take off. Flaps up. Pull back my RPM just a smidge. I may have to adjust my track IR. It's going to be a major problem if I get into some get into a scrap. All right. A little better. Okay, there we go. I've had the trouble where, you know, when I look up, like, you know, the camera tends to lose line of sight on my reflectors on my hat. You don't care. So what are we going to talk about today on our long journey? And we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're on the right wing, left wing tank, starting at, I don't know. Well, it looks like 18 till 2. At 2 o'clock, or 5 till 2, we will switch to the left. Flaps up. I guess I can close the cowl flaps. Be another formation, I just feel like a lost puppy. Like, are you my mommy? That looks like that's my spot right there. Maybe. Oh boy, do we have a low cloud cover that we're gonna have to get through? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, wait. That looks like, no, they've got number 4. Who's missing their number 4? So I'm white 4, which means that's going to be the lead group lead flight of 4. And so that's probably my spot right up there. Yes, I'm using MW50 right now. Out of the way, boys. Player character coming through. Man. Can you imagine the reality of what this must have been like? Just swarms and swarms of hardware just flying day after day after day. Dozens, hundreds, maybe thousands of aircraft all going to blow shit up. And think about it. Can you imagine any of these missions in which nobody died? I'm not on at least one side or the other. I don't think that happened. Like, these combat missions, World War II, like they're gonna go, unless it's a recon flight or something, which leads to death, like there's gonna be death happening because somebody on your side's gonna die, somebody on the other side's gonna die, or bombs are gonna fall and blow up somewhere on the continent and people are dying from that shit. It's a pretty fucking grisly topic, man. But it's war, man. And I think I don't want to ruin everybody's fun or be Debbie Downer here, but like it's a serious fucking topic, and I think it's important to show some fucking respect for the material and the reality of, well, how reality was for these folks back then. And if you get the chance to talk to them, and they need not be a combat veteran, but a survivor of that era, take the time. Your grandparents are still around. You're really lucky. Take the time to talk to them. Ask them if they didn't serve, what life was like in the States or wherever they happen to have lived. I learned a lot from all my grandparents talking about that. Of my biological grandparents, my two grandfathers. What? No. So with the way that works is the one I knew is Grampy. It was actually my dad's stepdad. He was a Marine Raider. There's no tougher son of a bitch I have ever met than that guy. Marine Raider, like Guadalcanal, New Georgia, island hopping, you name it, he was there. He was a tough son of a bitch. And he would not back down from a fight either over, like, he wasn't belligerent or anything like that. He wasn't like he wanted to go around beating people's ass. He just didn't care not to. So like he was always getting in fights and shit. But it wasn't what you think. They'd be like a bunch of dudes like causing shit, and he'd be like, and he honestly didn't see what the big deal was if he was outnumbered 4, 5, 6, 8, or even 12 to 1, because that's how they trained the Marine Raiders to fight. So he was like, all right, I got it, and like he would just go beat all their asses, and the cops would come and be like, hey, do you want to press charges? There were like 8 of these dudes. He's like, no, it was a fair fight. There's only 8 of them. But he wasn't being false about that. That's just how he was, because that's how the Marines trained him. In his, you know, if you get a chance to look up the Marine Raiders, old school, please do that, because those guys, they were special forces before anyone was called that. The problem was, leadership back then wasn't really trained on how well trained these guys were. So they didn't know what to do with them or how to employ them correctly. So they're like, well, friggin' infantry. Sure, every Marine's a rifleman, right? So that's what they were, and they got thrown into situations where they were not trained to be in, and their casualty rate was high even by Pacific War standards. Something like 2/3, some crazy shit. So like the fact that my grampy survived it all, kind of testament to a lot of things, but among them how freaking tough that guy was. He did not give a shit. He wouldn't flinch. He just, I don't know, he was like how do you describe him? Unstoppable, but also a really awesome grandpa. We had a lot of fun when he was able. He was great to be around. Ain't nobody perfect in this world, but he was a damn good grandfather. My biological grandfather, the one he replaced, apparently was an asshole. I never met him, but he did fly B-24s over Europe. And then I think he got out of the service, and then when the Army Air Corps, became its own service, he got, what happened with him? He ended up in the reserves, and then they called him back to active duty. I think he flew B-36s and then 52s, if I remember correctly. I don't really know. Never met him, apparently. I mean, he left my grandma with a baby. That baby was my dad. So, you know, I can't think too highly of him. I'm not disparaging his service or anything like that, but apparently there is a stereotype of pilots, especially back in the day, being womanizing assholes. He did nothing. I guess he embodied that, so, you know. My dad never thought too much of him, that's for damn sure. Although, I can't disparage his service, or the fact that he had probably a pretty interesting career. Does not mean, this is why...
United States track line, we're airborne. Track line, United States, roger. We have no contact for you yet. Proceed to rendezvous point. Roger that.
If you are a veteran and watching my channel, first off, thanks for watching my channel, but more importantly, thanks for doing what you've done. But also, if you talk to enough veterans, then they will, the ones I've talked to, including my dad, my late dad, and my late little brother, you know, they have stories. You can't take away from somebody's service their dedication, their professionalism, their toughness, their resilience, their sacrifice, what it takes to just be in the military. There's a reason people are grateful for that, right? That's just no freaking joke. Does this mean everybody in the military is a good person or has good ethics? My grandfather is an example. No, doesn't mean that. People are complicated. You can be excellent in so many ways and be completely shitty in others. Like, there's a reason there's JAGs. There's a reason they have something called the brig, right? There's a UCMJ for a reason. It goes on and on. I can't get too much into it. I am not a veteran, as I said, and probably about 1 out of 5 of my previous videos. I did make an attempt, and my bones and my legs disagreed with that choice by cracking. I made a good go of it. I didn't do as well as I could have, but that was some time ago, and at this point, kind of is what it is. And here we are. Can't complain too much about it though, because I love my current job. It's an excellent career. I get to serve my country in a different way, and I'm proud of that shit. And if there were not YouTube, if we were sitting having beer, I would absolutely tell you all about what I do, but this is not the venue. Security and all that. Yes, government service. That's about all I can tell you. Or I'm willing to tell you right now. It's not like super secret squirrel shit or anything like that, but yeah. I wanted to find a way to do what I could, and I've done that. And yes, I'm proud of it. But even within any service, you're gonna find people who you're like, how did you get here? Like, why have you not left yet? Obviously, you're not happy, and you're not really doing your share of the work. So, can you just fucking not do that anymore? Find somewhere else where you maybe everybody would be a little happier? No. Those folks, see, that's the thing. Shitty workers, you are as universal as, like, you know, I was trying to say something not too gross. They're everywhere you go, no matter what your job is, no matter what your career might be, no matter what your, whether it's, you know, public service, or corporate, or whatever, you will find the same kinds of work ethics kind of popping up. We have the guys who are ROD, retired on duty. You know what I'm talking about. If there's any seniority involved, it's a weird, I am a, what's the name of that principle? I can't remember it. I think it started with, it's an,
Blue leader, where are you?
stand by.
I'm in the descending town below the cloud base. I couldn't make it into the clear. We'll rejoin with keyword threat. Roger.
There's an economic thing, it's like the 80-20 theory or something like that. Something where like 80% of the outcomes are caused by 20% of the inputs. I can't remember exactly what that is. And I found that to be generally true of most things, right? So if, you know, if you're at work, you spend 80% of the time trying to unfuck what 20% of the incompetent people do, or not even just incompetent, but like actively contentious. Let's say you got your office gossips, and you got the people who spend more time and energy trying to get out of work than, you know, just than they would by just doing the fucking job. Not that I sound, if I sound bitter, it's because I am. Fuck those people. I'm you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't kill you to just, hey, here's your assignment. Okay, got it. And then do it. There's people, oh, if I were a manager, I would blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, okay, really? Well, why don't you promote? Why don't you work on that as part of your career goal? No, I don't want to. It's like, okay, well, then shut the fuck up. If you ever get the chance, if there's ever a temporary, if you are in a career of any kind, if you don't mind accepting advice from some random ass motherfucker on YouTube, that's me. If you ever get the chance to, sometimes they have temporary promotions for a while, whether you get paid or not extra for it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Depends on your situation. I did that once. I did not get paid extra, but boy, did I learn a lot of shit, man. A lot of what management does that people bitch about, like, you never hear about it. If they're decent leaders at all, and there's a huge difference between leadership and management, mind you. Or being a supervisor and being a leader are completely different things. A lot of the best leaders I know were at my job level. Like, they weren't, or they are not above me in the rank structure, but they are leaders nonetheless. They are leading by example. They are knowledgeable. They are helpful. Those are the kind of people you want to have around you, right? Those are the ones you want to follow because, you know, they got their shit together. They have good attitude, wealth of knowledge, and they're willing to share. And you know, those are my peeps, right? And you all know the opposite of that, the managers or the supervisors, whatever, who have no fucking business being there. We all have those too. That cuts across, I think, all disciplines, all career types, all sectors, probably all cultures, right? You're gonna find a similar cast of characters wherever you end up working. You got your go-getters, the people who just like to work, the people who just show up. And you got your rank and file too. You got the people who show up and do their job, and then they go home and they leave it at that. But most of the work is caused by about 20% of your coworkers. If it was just the job, just tell me if this resonates with you. If it weren't for your fucking shitty manager, your job would be totally fine. Or it weren't for your fucking shitty coworker who's always causing a problem, the work would not be so bad and you wouldn't really mind going. Does that hit? Tell me about it, bro. That's every job I've ever had. So like, oh, you know, government services, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, the corporate world is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's different cultures, but you're going to find a lot of the same kind of problems no matter what you do. So that 80-20 thing, like, it's not a hard rule, but it's a pretty good guideline, right? Like, it's like, damn it, can you believe what freaking Karen said today? Look, I just want to go home. I just want to I want to show up to work and do my job and not have to worry about it. It's not the work that's the problem, it's the people there. And that could be your coworkers, it could be the public you're dealing with, or clients, or whatever. It's always the fucking people. There's always a you know, and it's not many. It only takes like one. It only takes 1 to 20% of the workforce to ruin it for fucking everybody. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, damn, that Steve guy, I swear to God, I swear he's doing drugs. I swear if we checked his desk, I don't work with anybody like this or with this problem. In a previous job, maybe. Like, man, I swear if we check this desk, we're going to find all kinds of pills. I swear this guy's doing shots in the office. If we catch him, HR is going to have a field day. You know what I'm talking about, right? Or, and there's a whole other can of worms. Workforce, I'm losing my formation here, getting all, see as I get more, more pissed off about just universal human working conditions, right? God help you if you've been involved in this, or at least even got an earshot of it. I avoid this shit like the plague. The Company Inc. thing, office romances, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Good God. Like, who knew that was a bad idea? Well, fucking everybody does. Everybody knows that's a bad idea. Oh, but this is an exception. We're special. No, you're not. It's gonna cause all kinds of problems. Just fucking for the sake of you, yourself, everybody who cares about you, and everybody around you, please, 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 don't start that shit. If you've already started, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, ride it out, I guess, but anyway, that's your daily dose of unsolicited Hallmark level advice from yours truly. Actually, it's a little better than Hallmark. I'd say it's at least... If I was giving Hallmark advice, I'd be like, everything happens for a reason, silver linings. If it's meant to be, it will be. Live, laugh, love. Just hang in there. No, I'm not a Hallmark guy. It's more like the self-help section in the bookstore. That's what you got here. You're welcome. I won't even charge you for this shit. Think about it, aren't all books self-help? Have you ever read a book and be like, that you've chosen to read and been like, this isn't helping me? I mean, well, yeah, I guess if you guys ever started a book and not finished it, I guess that would count. But I generally find books to be helpful. Even if I don't like them so much, there's something to be learned. Same goes for people. Everybody's got something to teach you. See, words are like bullets. South Park did it. I'm also of the mind, this is my opinion, and you can add Simpsons to this, but like my original hypothesis is this. between Star Trek and South Park. Between those two shows, there's an episode that deals with everything. Whatever's going on, I'm like, oh my god, this is just like that fucking South Park episode. Or like, oh, hey, this is just like Star Trek. Usually Next Generation, but it could be a different series. You know? But also Simpsons did it. And there's a South Park about that. So, you know. I guess The Simpsons is nested within South Park for that reason. So I think my statement is true. And does South Park make Star Trek jokes? They do Matrix, they do Star Wars. I mean, there's the Imagination Land one that's got like everything in it. Did South Park ever really do a good riff on Star Trek? Let me think. I know Parker and Stone are big Star Trek guys. There's a joke they did. So was it? It was when they did. What was it? One of their non-South Park projects. They were talking about how to really write funny shit. And you can tell by how I do my YouTube channel that I agree with this wholeheartedly. You do shit that you like to do. And if other people are along for the ride, that's great. And if not, well, at least you're being authentic. So, like, is my YouTube channel great? No, it's not. It's I don't know, whatever. Take it or leave it. I don't really care. Sometimes I probably do better than like this right here. But, it's what I can manage right now. And, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's a, there's an episode in TOS, and yes, Star Trek the original series, I will say TOS, where Kirk is... Oh, it was Cannibal the Musical. Oh my god, if you guys haven't seen that, get the DVD and watch it 2 times. Watch it. Just watch it. Watch it once, and then watch it a second time with a commentary on. Oh my god. Because the crew... It's like Parker and Stone and like the other guys who worked on the movie. They're drinking the whole time, so it gets funnier and they get like goofier and goofier as the commentary goes. It's just, you know, it's kind of like my YouTube channel. They just like do shit and talk about it naturally as they go. There's no script, there's no plan. It's just like, yeah, let's just throw this shit together. That's the commentary on Cannibal the Musical, which was their, I think, like one of their college projects, I think, if I remember correctly. So, it's hilarious. It's rough, you know, considering the budget and access to resources they had. It's just fucking fantastic. Yeah, check out Cannibal the Musical. It's got their signature like style and humor and stuff. It's definitely worth checking out. But they were talking about, there's one line in there where one of the characters says, "But that's not how it happened," or something like that. And the whole reason that line is in there is because Kirk says that one time in one of the episodes of TOS. I think he's on trial or something like that. And he says, "That's not what happened," or "But that's not how it happened," or something similar to that. And they put that line in just because they thought it was funny. And I was like, you know what? That's how we should roll. Just like, you know, you can throw your references and one-liners in there, and if people, you know, they can take it or leave it. If they get it, great. You made a friend. If not, at least you're being authentic and, you know. True to your upbringing or your roots or your makeup, whatever that may be. Along those lines. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Pardon the noise and the pause, but you didn't come here for this, did you? What was I talking about? Oh yes, references. Apparently, that is a new, might be a generational thing. Like if you are meeting new people, or maybe you're like me, you're trying to date, God help you. God, it sucks. Fuck, man, don't even. You know, I had this whole, my last mission, I edited out, I know it's like, my last video is like an hour and a half or something like that. Or no, a little over an hour. It was over 2 hours long. I edited out almost all of what I'm doing now because it just wasn't that, I didn't consider it that relevant or insightful, and my caffeine level was low, and it's definitely would put you to sleep. One of the rants I went on is like what it's like to date in 2025. Jesus fuck. If you're doing that, yes, I know. If you're doing that, I'm sorry that's happening to you. By that I mean dating. Oh yeah, the generational thing. How important is it to you that somebody you're going to be spending a good amount of time with gets your references? Apparently that's a kind of a new thing that people are using. Newish. Starting with, like me, so yeah, born in 1979, as you may have guessed from my channel, which again means I'm 35 years old here in 2025. But starting about with us, maybe with Gen X or millennials or my micro generation, the best one ever, call it the Xennials or Zennials or whatever. Yes, we're better than everyone else. Fuck you. Apparently, understanding each other's references is important. I don't know. My frame rate hasn't stuttered yet, so they're probably some time away. And it sounds silly at first. I'm like, what does it really matter if somebody gets your references? But like, think about it a couple steps further into that. Like, to me, Optimus Prime and Luke Skywalker are models of how you should behave as a human being, right? When you, or Picard, you know, these are the good guys. These are the heroes of our generation, or not just ours, but others too. But you know, we grew up with them, and that they kind of shape who you are over time. It's been like no shit. I've been like, damn, this is kind of a rough situation. What would somebody like? This might get hairy. You ever been like, well, shit, what would Qui-Gon Jinn do? I mean, I don't exactly love Episode 1, but Qui-Gon Jinn is the shit. Or like, what would Optimus Prime do in this situation? If you haven't asked that, well, you're wrong, and I hate you. Optimus Prime is a model of behavior. Like, I want him to be president. But he would refuse that. He would refuse, unless he was somehow convinced by intimate others, like his friends and trusted, you know, companions, that he might be the best person for the job. Yes. Okay. It's not like he went out to be, you know, he's not in it for himself. That dude gives power away. Just like He-Man did. That's the difference between Skeletor. See, to my point, these things matter more than we think they might have back in the day. Which were straight up brazen attempts to sell toys to kids, somehow ended up delivering a damn good message to a few of us, right? Like, what's cool about He-Man? Well, one of the best episodes is when he's all torn up because he thought he accidentally killed someone. He doesn't kill anybody. He carries his sword. He's the most powerful man in the universe. Does he keep it for himself? No, he puts it away. He uses it to help people, and then he puts that shit back. You don't fight to hold on to power. You use it if you need it, for what you need to do good things, and then you put it aside. And that's what I learned from 80s cartoons, guys. Maybe you learned something different. Chime in the comments. love to hear what your thoughts are on this. And I'm probably just spouting crazy shit at this point, but like whatever. Worry about it.
Bandit, 3 o'clock, slightly above us. Keyword blue leader here.
Punch off those tanks.
Keyword follow me. Gun switches on.
There they are.
Woodfire close game. Join up with that. Okay, okay.
This is not a position of advantage, ladies and germs. Alright, I'm spraying water meth. Wait. That's better. Alright, best bet is probably to attack the tail end of this guy, or the guy you just...
Bastards haven't seen us.
Alright. This guy looks good, I guess. How are they running away from me, other than I'm in a climb? 2,000 horsepower, motherfucker. How are you outstripping me like this? Should I open fire? About now? Looking pretty tempting, I gotta say.
Render out the whole 9 yards. Don't let him get away.
Alright, so that first guy I shot, he might have had catastrophic damage, but I doubt it.
I got one.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
Check with me.
See? These things get burned into our memories and they come out unbidden. Alright, so I'm going to chase this guy because he's chasing a friend of mine. Maybe I can do some good here. Anybody on me? No. I'm way out of trim.
4 o'clock low.
Excuse me? Fuck. Not this again. Well, I'm out. And again, maybe not. Compressibility flap down. Well, now we get to test durability again. Don't know how fast I'm going. My speedo's shot out.
They're headed for the deck.
Mm-hmm. RPM looks pretty high. Let's pull that back.
Keyword, join up.
Fuck you. I'm not joining shit. Except the ground, maybe. Alright, let's head north. No, actually, we're heading, west. We're heading west.
Come on, boys. Let's drop down and find something safe.
Yeah, you guys knock yourselves out. I will be,
Roger that. I'm right behind you.
not doing that. Alright. Well, damage one aircraft. Oh god, are they still chasing me? Man, my rudders. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, guys. There's just no way. I can feel the engine. It's conking out. Alright, well, looks like we'll be replaying this one. You know what? Let's try that air sea rescue shit again. It's not gonna work, but fuck it. Actually, that's gonna be channel B. You can see what I'm doing with the rudder pedals. It's like almost hard over, and then it's gonna oscillate over to the other side, and you know. Oh, great. That's me.
All right, boys. Let's give them a good scare.
Well, the engine's still running. There's a small chance I might be able to make it back. Let's give it another try. The rudder's being weird, though. I don't even want to look. You know what I do? Let's see. I mean, it's running. I'm not gonna. Okay, so another thing I learned from the last ditch attempt was I need to preserve my altitude. That's one thing. It was don't mess with it. Like if it's running, maybe don't touch it.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm getting ditches in the drink. Can anyone receive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Man, that dude actually sounds scared. It's a good voice acting. Manifold pressure and RPM at a pretty decent cruise setting, even though I've got them both kind of maxed out. I wonder what the problem is. I've got fuel pressure, oil temperatures at 0. Oh, that's not good. Let's close that bitch. See if it does anything. What that probably means is there's no oil to measure. Yeah, so if you're ever in an overheating car and the temperature keeps going up and up and up, and then suddenly it drops to 0, it means that there's no coolant to measure anymore. It's like, oops, that's not the good thing you think it is. It's like an old pressure.
He wants to join us. Let's go home.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm getting ditches in the drink. Can anyone receive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what my airspeed is. I don't know what my sync rate. Actually, I have an altimeter, so that's working. Am I dropping speed? I don't know. Airspeed indicator shot. Artificial horizon shot. Turbo questionable. Oil temp gauge questionable. Altimeter's working. VSI shot. The engine's running, most importantly. If I can maintain altitude for long enough, I should be able to at least belly on in. Once again, I got shot from behind from somebody I didn't know was there. Wish I could have made something of that attack. I had a pretty good setup there and then screwed it up. I'm not very good at the, well, not good at the P-47 yet. You get down to it. Guns still work, that's great. Let's shut them off. I think they're electrically fired. May as well save the small bit of power or whatever. 2,000 and a little over 30 psi. That's or 30 inches. So that's it's not too shitty. That's enough to, you know. That's a pretty okay cruising power setting. So cruise control. I'm in the blue. No reason to think. Can't make it. Got enough fuel. If my engine doesn't seize up, it should be okay. And if it does, I'll try air sea rescue. Yeah, let's try that one more time. So far, I've got no reply from these guys.
Mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm gonna ditch it in the drain. Can anyone receive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't worry about me. I'm just out here, you know, over the ice cold water of the channel. But I've made it about a third of the way across the water. Let's keep some optimism, you know. Whereas altimeter says I'm at 0 feet. That is obviously not quite the case, so that's questionable. If I had to guess, I'd say I'm probably closer to 5,000. But who knows? No, 1,000. Hard to tell. RPM dropping, that's not good. Come on, guys.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm gonna ditch it in the drain.
You know what?
Can anyone receive?
Maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3,
Aha!
2, 1.
My prop governor's shot. Maybe. No, it's a little too high. Let's drop that down a little. Alright. I'll give myself a point or two for that. I wish I would have thought about it earlier, but better late than never. Should I throw it into full rich? I'm going to say yes. I've got fuel. What I need is speed and altitude. flying into a cloud with no attitude indicator. Uh-huh. That's not a good, it's not a, it doesn't give me warm fuzzy feelings. Alright, this is, God, I can't get there fast enough. A little suspicious of my compass reading too. Or my directional gyro. Where's my magnetic compass? I know it's got to have one. Maybe I'll worry about that some other time. Right now I'm just going to cheat and use the map here. Meanwhile, let's make another radio call.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm gonna ditch it in the drain. Can anyone receive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Try to keep it below red line at least. Damn.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I can't make it back to the coast. I'm gonna ditch it in the drain. Can anyone receive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Almost there, guys.
This is Air Sea Rescue.
Ah.
Receiving you loud and clear. I've got a fix on your position. The Sunderland is on its way, and we'll pick you up in about 30 minutes. Over.
Well, that's great. I'm still going to try to make it to the coast, and if not, I'll bail out. Wow, it actually does work. That's great. Looks like you probably just have to get, like, across that line there, is my guess. My RPM's dropping. Let's see if we can kick that up a little. Yep. Still working. Still responding. If this was IRL, I would do everything I can to get as close as possible to that coastline, so that's what we're going to do. These are not great flying conditions. They're not, I mean, if my plane wasn't full of holes, it wouldn't be so bad. What's causing the control issues? Is it rudder or aileron? I don't know, but can't really see it, but keeping it level and in trim has been kind of an issue. You can see how my rudders are like that. They're trimmed hard to the right. Which means maybe there's something draggy on the left, maybe some holes. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Sometimes the visual damage model may not necessarily match. Oh my god, there's the coast. Why is that? Probably in a... So my RPM keeps just inching up bit by bit. And, I'm thinking probably because it's, I'm probably in a descent. Yeah, there we are. Which means increasing atmospheric pressure, probably increasing my manifold pressure, which is driving the RPM up as I descend. That's my guess. I'm going to try not to over-rev the engine. I'm trying to be as kind to it as possible. Let's get as far inland as possible. If I can find an open field, I'm just going to plop it down. I'm not going to try and land in this anything fancy. My god, that coastline looks fantastic right now. Is there like a long beach or a field or something I can use? So I'll probably just shut off the fuel. So what's the right way to do this? So I don't want to die. That looks like a nice open field there. Let's see. I want a nice open field, but I also want to have one that's in my direction of travel, you know? Oh, that would have been good. Oh, an airfield, as luck has it. Alright, you know what? If I knew my airspeed. Holy shit, guys. Talk about lucky. Let's see if I can make a landing in this. If not, well, an attempt was made. And I'm gonna fail anyway, so. Alright, the trick then. How are we gonna do this? It's like a nearly dead stick, so. Alright. Trying to make a nice, wide, easy turn. I don't want to ask too much of my engine. Alright, let's do a nice, gentle, easy. A little bit of flaps. Oh shit, maybe not. Gonna need that gear down. That's gonna be the moment of truth. Once those gear goes down and I get all that drag, am I still gonna fly? Yeah, let's get rid of this fucking canopy. Gear going down. It's not going down. It's not locked out. That's okay. I'm just going to belly it in then. I know I'm going in hot, but this thing's made for this. Flaps down. Hard left. Full left aileron right now. Come on. Maybe flaps up, flaps up, flaps up, flaps up. Come on, come on, come on. Nice and easy, nice and level. All right, all right. Chop the engine. I'm gonna drop like a rock here in a second. That's okay. Got plenty of runway. Damn, come on, come on, come on. Down. What? Jesus Christ. This is not pretty, but... Oh shit, a tree! No, no, no! I'm not dead! Holy shit! Let's shut that off. Oh my god, I fucking love this airplane. I should not be alive right now. My virtual pilot's life is saved. Oh my god. The gear did go down. Had that tree not been there, I mean, I probably would have hit those other trees, but, you know, might have been able to bring it to a stop. That tree might have just saved my ass. Okay, that's some intense shit, guys. That's why my rudder didn't work. It wasn't there. I left it in France. What an amazing freaking airplane. All right, let's get out of here before it explodes. Let's not tempt fate any further. Holy shit, guys. Did that go as I wanted? No! But talk about intense, guys. Holy shit. Do I get... Let's see if it... Hey! It counts as a pass. I didn't get a kill. I damaged something. Let's see how much I hammered that... Yeah, I hit him pretty good. LW14002. Let's see. Let's see what happened to him. He made it back just fine. That son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll get it. Oh, wait. Somebody else killed him. Oh well. Can't complain too much, because look at that. Fucking awesome! Alright, thanks for watching. Good hunting out there. Catch you on the next one, guys.